Welcome back, everyone. It is me, Mr. 4K. I hope all of you are having a good Black Friday. Speaking of deals, well, honestly, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate now they're giving you a special discount, and it's $18 for 1 month. Now, some of you will say, yeah, but then come December 28th, I have to pay $30. Look, there are options. Okay. To me, the Ultimate is the best, obviously, because, you have variety of choices where you want to play. A lot of people ask me, so what do I honestly think? Looking at the way the prices are with all these other competitors that Game Pass has, looking at the PlayStation Plus, looking at the other services. So what do I think? Honestly, it's all about what type of games do you want to play and what do they have. Look, I'll be honest. You know, look, you can. A, I I was the very first one who canceled this service. Remember that video I made? Yeah, I'm sure everyone did the same thing. Everyone agreed, like, yeah, it's ridiculous that they raised the price. We don't need to go down and beat the dead horse. Okay, it's almost the end of the year. Okay, we're getting closer to the 2026. We don't need to beat a dead horse. We all heard that many times. Okay, it is what it is. Microsoft made their decision. Sarah Bond made her decision. It is what it is. Phil Spencer made a decision. Satya made a decision. Papa Gates made a decision. Okay, it is what it is. So, there's no point of beating the dead horse, as Asmongold would say. Let's not beat the dead horse. I don't want to go into this whole argument. Yeah, but they raised the price. Well, that's not going to achieve anything, going back and forth. You don't have to pay every month. You can just, maybe do 1 month. So with this, okay, so you can do 1 month. All right, so it's $18 for 1 month. Now, what can I get out of this $18 for 1 month? Well, what I can get for this $18 for 1 month, throughout this entire holiday season, I get to play Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I can stream Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I can also stream Microsoft Flight Simulator. So for me, personally, those two games, Microsoft Flight Simulator and Call of Duty Black Ops 7, are a huge value. Now, each to its own. For some people, that's not going to be a great value. Maybe you don't like flying. Maybe you don't like first-person shooter games like Call of Duty. Hey, each to its own. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to tell you, hey, you're not good or you're good because you don't like this or you like that. I don't look down upon anybody because of what they like. I'm just simply saying there is a value here. So people say that there is no value. That's not true. I mean, they got over 500 plus games, and they got some good games, all right? You know, yes, I know there's other services. There's Amazon Luna. There's this. There's that. But they don't have as many games as the Game Pass, the Xbox has. Like I said, you could hate on Xbox all you want for their decisions. It's all justified. Okay, I'm not saying that it's not justified. Clearly, it's justified. But you cannot ignore what they have. I mean, you cannot ignore the acquisitions that they have. You cannot ignore the fact that they got the entire library of Call of Duty. You cannot ignore that they have EA Play, Ubisoft, and the Battlefield 6 will be coming. Just like Battlefield 2042 will be coming to Game Pass. When? I don't know, but certainly will be coming because of the EA and Microsoft strong partnership. You also know that Assassin's Creed will be coming as well, Shadows, to Game Pass. And you got the Fortnite crew. Hey, Fortnite's huge. You don't have to like Fortnite, but look how many millions of people they have playing it. Right? So, hey, that's going to be a benefit to a lot of people. It may not be a benefit to you, or it may not be a benefit to me, but for people to say that there is no value in Xbox Game Pass, that's just like, come on, man. 360, people say, well, you're going to spend $360 a year. All right. Did you look at the prices of video games? Did you like legitimately go through Nintendo Store, PlayStation Store, Steam Store, Epic Store, GOG Store? I mean, all of these stores. I don't care which one it is. Even good old gamers, they have third-party publishers, and they're just cranking up the prices even on their games, some of their old games. So the games are expensive. $70, $80, $100. Dude, are you kidding me? We just did a video. I did a video recently where I talked about just ridiculous pricing of games. So $360 a year, it is nothing. What you're going to spend in 1 month, I guarantee you, in 1 month, like this coming month, December alone, you're going to spend more than 360. Guaranteed. I guarantee you. With all of these games coming out, with all of these games available, and you want these games, you want to play them. Even that broken ass racing game, Project Motor Racer. I don't know why you want to buy that, but Project Motor Racing, I'm sure you want to try that at least. So you're going to pay for that $60. Look, people are addicted to buying games. All right. And you're going to spend more than $360 a month. So this is $360 a year, but look at the games that you are getting. Look at the value that you're getting. And here's the thing. You don't have to use it. You don't have to pay for it every month. There's also a PC option. You can get a PC option for like $16. Or is it not $16, like $20? I forgot what it was. There is a PC option for either $16 or $18 or $20. I don't know. So they have different options. There's a PC option. Yeah, sure, there's some stuff missing, but they have options, But what I'm simply trying to say is that, Xbox Game Pass still has a great value. This is like PC Game Pass, $16.49 a month. Okay, you get 300 plus games available for you to play on a PC. New games day one. EA Play, in-game benefits, earn 2 rewards points. Now you don't get to have a cloud streaming. Sure, that's the bummer. But hey, you're only playing on a PC anyway, so for $16.49 a month, PC Game Pass, still a good deal. Then you got the Premium, right? You got the Game Pass Essential, which is just for you to play online games. This is really for a console, if you have a console and you just want to own the games and you don't care about, Game Pass, you just want to have, access to the essentials, access to your console. But look, I think that Game Pass certainly has a value, and I think this is certainly something you should take the advantage of, in my opinion. Anyway, just a short little video. I wanted to bring this to your attention. Like I said, I'm not like trying here to sell you Game Pass. I'm simply saying that Game Pass, it's worth it. Honestly, when you look at how expensive these games are, and hey man, And I know some people say, "Oh, but you still got to pay $30 a month." No, you don't have to. If you can always pause it. Here's another thing I want to say. You don't have to. Like, okay, this month you want to play. All right. And now you can take the advantage of this $18 a month. You can always pause it. You can cancel it. You're not like deleting your Game Pass account. Like, it still stays there. You still got your games. Everything's there. Nothing gets like deleted. You can always come back and rejoin whenever you want to. What I'm simply saying is, you don't have to pay every month. You can like, okay, maybe this month I want to play, and then January, okay, I have to pay my taxes, whatever. I'm not paying anything January, or maybe I'll come back in April when they have some day one releases or whatever. So it's not like you have to pay each month. But I still believe that you are getting more benefits by having Game Pass. And I know I'm probably the only guy on that hill, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, yes, in my opinion. Don't forget, you can also play it on your MetaQuest. You can use your MetaQuest 3 and play, I still think it's worth it. You know, do I agree with the price, $30 a month? Of course not. Look, I don't want to beat a dead horse. That we already talked about that. We've been beating that dead horse. We get it. Nobody likes it. Nobody. I don't like when my utility bills go up. I don't like when my phone bill goes up. I mean, nobody likes price increase. Okay, no one's happy about that. When the coffee, prices increases on coffee too. Like what? Nobody likes that. So this is like, let's not just beat the dead horse. That train has left a long time ago. What I'm simply saying is, in my opinion, I think there's still value, at least for me, because I can't, dude. I don't have the financial. I mean, I'm just gonna say it flat. I'm broke, dude. I just don't have that financial means to be buying these games. For those of you who have those financial means, well, good for you, man. Count yourself, lucky. But for me, speaking for me personally, dude, this is like the only option I have. If I want to enjoy Flight Simulator, and for me, Flight Simulator and Call of Duty, it's more than enough. Just those two games are worth price of the admission, for me personally. Because I love Flight Simulator and I love Call of Duty. But anyway, just a quick video, brief, short little video, 13 minutes. I just wanted to show you that it's available for $18 discount this month, starting today, Black Friday. There you have it. And leave a comment down below. Let me know. But please, when you're typing the comments, guys, do me a favor. Use common sense. Don't act a fool. Acting a fool is not going to get you anywhere. First of all, your comment will never show up if you act a fool or if you're just trolling. Just you wasting your time. Use a common sense. If you got nothing to say, don't say anything. If you have something to say and you feel like you can bring in some, good debate about this, then leave a comment. But it has to be respectful and it has to be common sense, all right? Okay? Use common sense, please. The fact that I even have to mention this, it's pathetic, okay? So, use common sense, guys. If you want your comments to show up on my feed, use common sense, all right? I'm not asking too much, just asking common sense. Is that fair? Okay, good. All right. Thank you for watching.